So, I'm Michael Branton. Welcome to Rise and Grind, brought to you by New England Retail Dealmakers, a platform started by Chris McMahon, Evan Eisenhart, Sam Calmerton, and myself to provide leasing brokers, landlords, and tenants a platform to share deals, new requirements, and new projects, and talk about best practices. Been doing this for seems like 6 years, and we appreciate all of you coming and sharing your time with us. We want to thank our sponsors, Barlow Signs and Northmark Capital. And then before we go through the batting order, I want to bring up two things. One is we're recording you, so watch what you say, and we might actually post this on YouTube like normal. And then two is every deal that we announce or that someone announces here gets posted to our website. So if you haven't checked that out, it's on our website, Any Retail Dealmakers, and we put down, what you guys share. So if you miss something and you don't feel like watching our YouTube video, you can go to our website. So I'm going to put everybody on mute and then queue everybody up as they're slotted, and I'll quickly share first and kick it off with Burlington Shops at Simons Park. We got a lot of activity going there. Cambridge Savings Bank opened earlier this week. I've got 2 leases pending, 3 LOIs that are about to get signed up completely. A lot of tenants chasing space, and frankly, I never thought I'd get to this point. But we got a couple of small shop spaces still available. We can do all kinds of different uses. Landlord is getting creative. And then lastly, all my tenants seem to be active, looking for deals for 2021. So let's, I think I've said them all enough times that you know who they are. So with that, let's go to work. Danny, kick it off, please.
Absolutely. Danny Schwartz, Summit Realty Partners. Want to start off with a new deal in Lexington at 145 Mass Ave. We are putting in Battle Road Bikes, which is an electric bike company. Everybody wants to go out and ride a bike now and get outside. So it's going to be a good fit there. And then in Townsend at Harbor Village, we have a Santander pad bike, former Santander pad space, 2,500 square foot space there. It's a Hannaford anchored shopping center. And we also have some other inline spaces there as well. So short and sweet. Let me know if you guys have any prospects in Townsend.
Hello.
All right, we're golden.
Okay, we're using computer.
Another module opened up yesterday, but
so my boyfriend is currently interviewing
For a job?
Yeah, for 2 jobs.
Okay.
We have one from 9 to 9:30, and then we have 9:30 to 1 is Google. So it's exciting.
Fantastic. All right.
Okay, so I'll jump in quickly. Vivian Grossman with Wilder. Can you hear him?
He's doing great.
All right, so Vivian Grossman with Wilder. I'm going to announce a few spaces. In Westford, we have spaces ranging from 2,000 to 10,000 square feet. Am I echoing? Okay, sorry, it's echoing. And then in Dover, New Hampshire, at a Shaw's Plaza, we have 2 spaces, both 5,000 square feet. And that's all for now.
Fair enough.
yeah.
All right, Lindsay, you're back on.
Hi. Okay. So good thing and bad thing. Good thing is I'm super busy, and hopefully next meeting I'll have some deals to announce that were signed. And then the bad thing is I don't know if there's enough hours in the day to do everything. But so I'm going to wing my speech today because I didn't have really much time to prep. So hopefully next meeting I'll announce some new deals. I sent out a couple new leases last week. But and let me talk about what I have available. So Beverly, 55 Dodge Street, that's our Shaw's anchored shopping center with Blink Fitness and Staples. I do have the Dress Barn space available still. Would love to to fill that up. It's 7,400 square feet and we can subdivide it there. And I'm going to skip to Medford Town Line Plaza. That is our center on Middlesex Ave where we have Crunch Fitness. And I have a 2,000 square foot subway space that is expiring in June that I'm going to get back. So it's second gen food, 2,000 square feet in Medford, looking to fill that. And Chelmsford, I know I've talked about it a lot and I have a good amount of LOIs, but nothing inked on the Applebee's space right on Drumhill Road on our pad there. It's 5,400 square feet. We looked at different options. We could subdivide it. We could lease it as a second gen restaurant. We could knock it down and do a pad deal. So all different types of things that we can do there. So if you have anyone looking in the Chelmsford area on super busy Drumhill Road, that's available. It's 5,400 square feet. In Stoneham, I've talked about the Sado space before. So at Redstone Plaza, which is on Main Street there, we have a separate pad site available that's a second gen Asian restaurant. We could also knock that down and do a smaller 1,500 square foot drive-through if there's interest, or we could lease that as second gen. I have a couple visits, site tours tomorrow. So if anybody has anybody interested, I'll be there tomorrow for a few hours showing the space. We just got access to it and changed the locks Wednesday. In Peabody, Big Y Plaza off Lowell Street, we had started demising the TJ Maxx box, and we still have about 8,000 to 9,000 square feet available for, we could do a restaurant. There's one liquor license available. I'd love to have coffee. If fitness starts, inking deals, we could do fitness. So that's anchored by Big Y. We have Mom's Village there, which if any of you have heard of them, it's a boutique fitness operator that also does child enrichment classes that, where is she? Christine Cannon did that deal originally. They're awesome. So that's there. And then lastly, Epping Crossing. I am getting back my Supercut space thanks to somebody on this call who maybe poached them to go across the street, but no hard feelings. But so 1,500 square foot second gen haircutting space available there. And then also in that same center, Verizon closed at the beginning of the pandemic and they're not reopening. So 1,700 square feet available directly on Route 125. And it's a former Verizon space. And that's all. Nice to see everyone's faces again.
Good morning. Andrew Merms and I just signed a deal, the former Carrabba's in Peabody, with the Holiday Inn up there, 8,500 square foot restaurant space, 4 local operators coming together to do a restaurant called Our Place. So that was good to get that done. It was close to getting done pre-COVID, renegotiated a couple months rent and added on 2 years to the term. So that was a nice deal to get done, taken off our plate. New listing in Tewksbury, the former Crunch Fitness up there, 20,000 square feet with Ocean State Job Lot. Traffic counts over 25,000, 1 mile from 495. If anybody has anybody interested, Chris, I need to give you and Travis a call about that because I guess I saw you have beautiful signage up in one of the condos out front. So let's collaborate. And the Horn Pond Plaza in Woburn on the Winchester line with Whole Foods. We had a 34,000 square foot gym lease that is a COVID tragedy that is back on the market now. So if anybody has anybody that would be interested in that shopping center, that'd be great. That's it for me, you guys. Good to see your faces.
Good morning, everybody. I hope that everyone is doing great as usual. We have a couple of properties to go over with. First, we have our property in downtown Wellesley. As you probably know, it's a 51,000 square foot, 2-level retail center. It abuts Wellesley College and is 2 miles from Babson College. Has 115 car parking lot behind it. So it's the really the best asset in downtown Wellesley. And there we have an existing 2,450 square foot former Dunkin' Donuts. So it has a walk-in fridge, walk-in freezer, it has some venting, and it has a 2,000 gallon grease trap. So it would be excellent for another restaurant use. Also there, you may or may not have heard, the Gap is going to be leaving as of February 1st, 2021. So they're in 16,000 square feet, which is 8,000 square feet on the top floor and 8,000 square feet on the lower level. So we can either rent that as is to one big user, like a furniture or household good user or something like that. And we can get aggressive on pricing if we do that. Otherwise, we're going to redevelop the space, make it even more awesome than it is today. And we're going to have it at 3 units. One's going to be 3,700 square feet and 2,000 square foot units. The 3,700 square foot end unit is going to have about probably 8 to 10 tables, about 40 seating outside, yet to be approved by the town. And all of those units are going to be about $60 a square foot, triple net. So that's what we have over in Wellesley. We do have also one across the street, but we have an LOI out at $60 for our last remaining space there. So it looks like we're going to be all rented there. And then the other property I want to talk to you about is our property in Salem, New Hampshire, which used to be owned by Sarah's company a couple of generations ago. And it has the Barnes & Noble in there now in a 2-story store. But now we have a 9,000 square foot vacant unit and a 5,000 square foot vacant unit. One used to be Joseph Bank and the other one used to be Pier 1. So it's really excellent space, awesome visibility, awesome accessibility. It's right across the street from Rockingham Village and Rockingham Park and Tuscan Village. We're asking in the low to mid 30s triple net with $8 a square foot in triple net charges, depending on, which unit you get and how much we have to subdivide it. And that, across the street, we know Tuscan Village is a great property, but that's going for $40 to $50 a square foot with $18 triple net. So you can get into our space with just better visibility and good accessibility and save yourselves $20 a square foot. So that's where we're at today. Love to hear from everybody on potential tenants you have.
I wasn't going to present, but maybe I will.
Go for it. We're all working together. It's great.
Takes a village.
All right. And that's it. Back to Fenway. See you later.
Here. I got to be honest, I was nervous following Rostov because he always pumps rap music and dances. So I was a little nervous, but then he didn't stop talking. So I got over my nerves. Also, my wife is downstairs on a Zoom call. She's not interviewing with Google, so I will have to keep working, unfortunately. But good luck to Vivian's boyfriend with that interview. All right, Hyannis, Kimco Center. I see Amy Daniels there, so I gotta make sure I get the Kimco shout out. Pier 1, 9,000 square feet, up in front, right by the road. Prefer to do one user. We have had a lot of Dollar Trees expanding in the back. We're relocating Cape Cod Vacuum. So we have this space and then the former Great Clip space or haircuttery space. In Framingham, we just picked up the former Melting Pot next to the Senza Diamonds, 5,500 square feet, former restaurant at the base of the Jordans, sort of adjacent to the linear property there. And in Saugus, we haven't blasted it out yet, but we picked up the Fenard Center, which is the Big Y. We're going to be getting the Bed Bath space back there. It's about just under 30,000 square feet. They've term left, but they're going to be closing in January. So furniture, fitness, reloads of existing guys from the mall, maybe, all the above. And then on the tenant side, Bob's Discount Furniture has a smaller concept, 7 to 10,000 square feet. We're close to a deal in the greater Boston area. That may be close to Arsenal Yards in Watertown. And then they would like to do Burlington, ideally as a second location. They're going to open their first in Staten Island early next year. And then I bring up every call, my Popeyes guy is as active as ever. I think we have 5 deals at least or PNS down in Rhode Island. He can do Western Mass now, and we still have a bunch to infill around Boston. So he'll buy, he'll lease, he'll ground lease. So send me sites. All right. Good luck, Brenton.
Hey guys, it's been a while since I showed my face on here. Usually I'm just listening on the phone, taking down great notes. I wanted to talk about a new listing that we just picked up at Blackline Store Center. For those of you who don't know, Stores is in Connecticut. It's about 25 miles outside of Hartford. It's right on the campus of the University of Connecticut. So we have a mixed use project there. We have a couple of former restaurant spaces, really great spaces. We have a 2,700 square foot space that used to be Gino's. For those of you who follow UConn basketball, Gino Oriama, he had a restaurant there. It's fully built out. You know, someone could step right in and do little to no work and have a beautiful restaurant there. We also have a 2,000 square foot former Wingstop space, as well as a few other smaller vacancies. So we're really looking to add some nationals, some regionals. So if anyone has anybody for there, please feel free to reach out. And then I wanted to talk about Wilmington. I know Lori has talked about this in the past, but Lori and I lease a center in Wilmington, Wilmington Crossing. It's the center across the street from the Market Basket. It's anchored by Starbucks. We have a 3,800 square foot end cap former Mattress Firm space. We're willing to subdivide for the right operator. We'd prefer to do one user. We're also getting back a fully built out Asian restaurant there. So if anybody has any restaurant clients, as well as a smaller 1,500 square foot nail salon.
Andy, what size is the restaurant?
It's about 3,000 square feet.
Okay, let's talk after.
Perfect. Thank you. And that's it. Miss you all. Can't wait to see you all.
Morning. Good to see everyone. Riley Merritt with Beer Briar Development. So going down the list, Arlington, our center there in the Arlington Heights area, 1398 to 1406 Mass Ave. We just signed a lease on the 3,300 square foot space we had available there. Shout out to Joe Wagner for bringing us that tenant. It's a Japanese market based in Brookline. So we've got the former hair cuttery space, the last space left there. It's 1,374 square feet. Then in Braintree at our South Shore Place center right across from the plaza, we still got the 4,100 square foot Joseph A. Banks available, which I think is a pretty common theme on this call. We can divide it in half down to 2,050 square feet. So entertaining a number of different uses for that, except for restaurants. Up in Haverhill, we just extended our Giovanni's franchisee for another 10 years and expanded him into the vacant space next door, which is an additional 1,200 or so square feet. So that was a nice win, especially at a time like this. Medford, we've got an F45 franchisee opening up soon. Next to him, we've got a 2,200 square foot shell space that's available. It's between F45 and ATI. And then on the end cap, we've got our kebab corner. Again, this is Wellington Circle in Medford. It's a kebab corner space. It's about 1,730 square feet. We have a right to terminate. So it's a second gen restaurant. Certainly looking to do food there. And that's it in Medford. And then the last one, Newton. So 55 Needham Street, we've got the Relax the Back space coming back. That's 2,250 square feet. Could do food with limited seats, but really looking for health and wellness medical tenants, because that's a strong co-tenancy with the people we have there. So yeah, so your note, Jess, you'll remember Sohan from Giovanni's fondly, huh?
Yeah. Great move.
Yeah.
Great move.
So anyway, that's it for me, but I'm glad to hear it's picking up for everybody, because it's good to be busy at a time like this.
Okay, good morning. So I'll start out with the new deals. We signed a lease for the U-Break iFits for 1,100 square feet in Nashua. Thank you to Atlantic and Andrew Marr from BILO. And then in Farmington, Connecticut, West Farms, we signed a lease for the America's Best for about 3,200 square feet. And Atlantic and Blackline, give them a shout out for that. And then I want to talk about some COVID tragedies, restaurants and hair salons. So restaurants, we have 2,400 square feet in Salem, New Hampshire. Former coffee factory. In Nashua, we have 2,400 square feet, a former Moe's. Festival of Hyannis, 6,500 square feet. It was a former Mexican restaurant. In Falmouth, we have an old Friendly's out parcel. That's about 3,200 square feet. And then the last one in West Farms, our last space there, 3,500 square feet, a former Asian restaurant. Hair salons in Falmouth, we have 2 hair salons right next to each other. One is 1,400 square feet and the other is about 500. So you could do a combo barbershop, hair salon, nail salon, barbershop, up to you. And then in Hyannis, we have 1,500 square feet, an old hair cuttery, and in Enfield, 2,000 feet for an old Fantastic Sam's. So if you have former restaurants or salon users looking for space, give me a shout out.
Just a couple of successes. In the same week, we completed a purchase and sell agreement for Dewey and Friends Pet Resort in Hudson, New Hampshire, 5,000 square feet. And at the same time, we completed a deal for a 10-year lease for CrossFit, not CrossFit, but Fit Body Boot Camp in our Amherst Center, as well as a photography studio, Earl Studios. Some searches. First of all, thank you everybody for your feedback regarding the Maharaja, and I will be following up on those. We are getting together next week to go over the list, so thank you very much. We have a tenant requirement search for a Mediterranean restaurant. We're looking for second-gen restaurant space, 2,000 to 3,000 square feet, sit down. Looking specifically in, southern New Hampshire, northern Massachusetts, Lawrence, Haverhill, Wyndham, Londonderry, Pelham, Drakewood, Merrimack, somewhere around there. Amy, I'll reach out to you about your Salem and Nashua things you just mentioned that may be of interest. So once again, second-gen restaurant space seems to be a common theme, and we do have an eager tenant looking for space. Regarding a listing we're just picking up right now. It's the former home of Bow Physical Therapy in Concord, New Hampshire. I have a 2,500 square foot space coming to market. And once again, ideal for, a retail medical kind of use, physical therapy, something like ATI, something like that. If you have anybody looking for that kind of space in the Concord area, please let me know. Then I also have 3,000 square foot of open retail space in North Concord at a neighborhood shopping center, a great space, in cap. The owner will subdivide the space, the 2 1,500 square foot units, if there is interest in that. Thank you.
All right, Rachel, you're up.
Hi, everyone. I have a couple tenant requirements. Merms and I just picked up a new restaurant. It's an Asian restaurant that's looking for a second location. They're currently in downtown Boston, looking for about 4,000 square feet. And originally, we're targeting second-gen restaurant spaces in Burlington and Woburn, that general area. Katie, I'll call you later about your listing. Still looking for a first location for Body Bar Pilates. They're about 2,000 square feet, and they are looking in like the Sudbury, Burlington, Woburn, that general area. We've got a couple LOIs out, but nothing done yet with them. New listing is Kendall East, which is a new development on the east side of Cambridge on First Street. It's 14,000 square feet with dedicated parking. Right across from Cambridge side. We're targeting service uses and some restaurants if anything gets back to normal anytime soon. And then also looking to relocate R2, which is a restaurant in Beacon Hill. They had to close their Beacon Hill location because of their landlord. And so they're looking for a new location in Beacon Hill or the North Station area. That's it for me.
Hey guys, good morning. Travis Ginsburg, Summit Realty Partners. On the tenant rep side, we're working with America's Mattress, looking in Quincy, Braintree, and Walpole for 2,200 to 3,400 square feet. Preference is to buy an existing mattress firm, but we'll look at a traditional shopping center, a strip center. Zoo Health Club is getting into the boutique fitness world. They're starting a concept called Blitz 45 Fitness. They're traditionally inside their existing stores. We're going out and branching out for 4,500 to 5,000 square foot locations, effectively to go against OTF and F45. Specifically right now, Bedford and Hooksett, but we're going to start rolling these things out. Preference is 30 feet of frontage, but I think we can get a little bit tighter if need be. On the landlord rep side, Fairhaven, Massachusetts, Fairhaven Commons. This is the Walmart, Marshalls, and Planet Fitness anchored shopping center. We're getting the GNC space back. It's 2,250 square feet. In Burlington, Mass, we have a few spaces, most of which second-gen restaurant space. The Cadova space is about 2,300 square feet. This is the property right at the Middlesex and off 495. Excuse me, off 95. We also have the AT&T space and the Bassett space, which is about 1,100 square feet on 2 floors. And then in Nashua, New Hampshire, on Amherst Street, 495, this is the Spanga Enterprise Bank and Kung Fu Tea property. Sub-Zero Ice Cream has asked us to sublet their space. They have about 4 years left on their term. It's 2,200 square feet. We can do a direct deal if need be for more term, but that's kind of second-gen restaurant space. Jess, if you want to talk about that, we can do that too. And that's it for me. Thanks, everybody.
Morning, guys. Sean Rose, CBRE. My monitor is here, but my camera is here, so it's a little confusing. On the tenant rep side, I've already emailed a bunch of you about this, but working with a bubble tea concept, they're called Gong Cha, bought by a PE firm in November of last year and looking to expand in Massachusetts. Markets they're targeting currently are Lowell, Lynn, Harvard Square, Davis Square, Porter Square, anything along Huntington Ave, Com Ave in Alston by BU, Newton Center, Needham, Wellesley, Worcester, Moody Street in Waltham. So anywhere where there's density, anywhere where there's a lot of young people, a lot of walking traffic in colleges. And then on the landlord side, in West Roxbury, we have the Bonapita space coming available at the Star Market Plaza. It's about 2,100 square feet. It would be great for a bank or food use. Also in that center, we have a former Panera, 4,000 square feet, and 2 inline spaces, 1,400 and 2,100 square feet. Weathersfield, Connecticut, by West Hartford. We newly signed Shoppers World, taking 39,000 square feet, and then still have some small shop space between 1,500 and 3,000 square feet. Bethel, Connecticut, we have the former Wells Fargo Bank coming available. It's in the Big Y anchored shopping center in Bethel. It's a 4,200 square foot bank, looking to backfill that. And then in Franklin, Franklin Village Plaza, Lacrosse Unlimited will be opening soon. We've mentioned deals, newly signed deals with Pokemoto and a restaurant use, as well as some spaces that we want to highlight. We still have the 2,500 square foot space right at the entrance in between Chipotle and Lacrosse Unlimited. And then also next to Marshalls, we have 2 inline spaces that can be combined to make a little over 10,000 square feet. That's it for me.
John, what size is your bubble tea concept?
Oh yeah, bubble tea is looking anywhere 300 to 1,200 is their sweet spot. They can do up to 1,500, but it depends on the layout. They start with sub franchisees, but if their sub franchisees get priced out, they have the ability to do corporate locations if it's a market they like.
Good morning, everybody. It's Chris McMahon here with Summit Realty Partners. Appreciate hearing about what everybody's working on and what people are getting done. Sounds like it's pretty busy, which is great. Few things to talk about today. We did sign another new deal in Exeter, New Hampshire. On the last call, I had announced that Anytime Fitness signed up for 7,700 square feet, which was great. And then we found out our seafood restaurant, which had been there for 10 years, was going to close. And we quickly replaced them with a bakery and cafe, local operator from the Seacoast who has a couple locations. So it was a pretty sweet score for that landlord. And I think it'll be really good for that center. We have one 5,200 square foot space left in that center in Exeter, New Hampshire, and would be open to talking with anybody about that if they have a tenant. Apologize, my son just decided he was going to start screaming in the background. Another new deal or renewal in Wayland, Massachusetts. We just did a renewal with the Joint, or no, not the Joint, Joint Ventures, which is a physical therapy company that a lot of you are aware of. It's really key to get that renewal. It demonstrates that they're doing great at Wayland Town Center. They signed up for 7 more years, so we're looking forward to having them continue there and continue down our path of recreating Wayland Town Center with a lot of new and unique local tenants, which slowly but surely is getting there. So please keep Wayland in mind if you have any unique tenants that are looking for space. And then just wanted to remind people about 2 opportunities we have. One is in Peabody, Massachusetts. It's the former Gym Source space. It's on Sylvan Street, right in the heart of the action. It can be demised to 1,500 square feet, or the whole 3,000 square feet could be available. And again, this is a very premier space right in Peabody in the heart of the retail market. So please keep that in mind if you have anybody looking. And then in Manchester, New Hampshire, one of our clients is building a new 4,500 square foot strip center next to their Dunkin' Donuts. It's going up right now. We're going to be sending out an email blast about it. And we can do anywhere from 1,500 to 4,500 square feet. Yeah, pretty good to see a retail center being built on spec right now. Not a lot of people that would do that. So, looking forward to working on that one and getting it leased up. And then in terms of some tenant rep assignments that we're working on, we have a new requirement with Domino's Pizza. It's a franchisee. They have about 12 locations. This is mostly New Hampshire, Vermont, and a little bit of Massachusetts. They will lease, but their preference is to buy. So if you have a building that they could buy and convert, or like a 2-tenant building that they could buy, we'd love to look at it. Got a whole list of markets we're looking at. So if you want to know about those, let me know. And then we have Crumble Cookie that's, I think, opening today at in Methuen, which is great. And then they're looking forward to opening more locations as well. And this is a 1,800 square foot cookie concept, gourmet cookies. They do delivery, really fun and exciting concept. And we're looking at some other sites with many people on this call, but the targets are Bedford, New Hampshire, Salem, New Hampshire, and Nashua, New Hampshire right now. So keep us in mind. And then we do have a new requirement with Burger King. We have a franchisee that has 2 stores in Massachusetts, and they're looking to grow. So we're helping them find sites for either conversion, new development, pad sites at shopping centers, and so forth. So if you look around and you have a site, there's no Burger King around it, and you think it'd be good, please send it over, and we'll take a look. Thanks very much.
Hey everybody, Adam Matloff over at DLC. Figured I'd follow the trend of 2nd generation restaurants. Seems like there's a lot of them out there, but we have about 6 in total throughout New England, scattered throughout Connecticut and Maine. I guess I'll go through a few of them that probably are going to be the most interest. So one's going to be over at Hilltop Commons. It's about 3,200 square feet. It's a Big Y anchored center. It's actually right next door, and the hood is still in place. We can accommodate outdoor seating, which I know is pretty important right now as well. We have one in Orange, Connecticut, which is anchored by a Burlington. This used to be a former Chinese buffet. They pretty much kept everything and walked out. So all of the furniture, fixtures, napkins are still on tables. So that could be a really easy plug and play deal for somebody who's looking for a 5,000 square foot restaurant in Orange. We do also have 2 locations that are about 2,000 square feet over in Tri-City Plaza, where we're opening a new HomeSense in 2021. And we just did deal with ShopRite. One was a former Papagino's, again, all furniture and fixtures still in place. The other one was a Menchie's yogurt shop. So really good build out, easy plug and play. So if anyone's doing a yogurt deal now, this is the place to look at. Reach out if you have any questions, and good seeing everybody.
Good morning, everyone. Josh Cedia from JMJ Commercial Realty. I have just one property that I'd like to highlight today. It's at 20-22 High Street in Waltham. It's right next to the intersection of High Street and Moody Street. It's approximately 2,500 square feet. It was previously a bridal shop. The owner had relocated from Newbury Street, and she operated her bridal shop there for over 10 years. It's great space. It's got signage, parking, great visibility. Sean Rose, I don't know if it could work for your bubble tea client looking near Moody Street, but great spot. So if anyone has any tenants, looking in the Waltham area, love to chat with you. Thank you.
Thanks, Michael. Couple new deals I wanted to talk about. CJ and I finalized a couple leases in Natick at Clark's Block, downtown Natick. It's 10 Main Street. We have a Mediterranean market called Samara, and then Leisure Clothing, which is a boutique clothing store that's going to be opening up in the area. So those are a couple of deals I wanted to talk about. One new listing that we're going to be bringing out hopefully early next week is a piece of land in Merrimack on DW Highway. It's 633 DW Highway. It's about an acre and a half. Landlord's open to ground lease, build to suit. We could do a couple pad sites. We could do drive through. So a lot of options there. They're open to hearing what people have. And then I also wanted to chat about the TJ Maxx Plaza in Manchester, New Hampshire. We've got a couple second gen restaurant spaces. We've got Cold Stone Creamery units, about 1,000 square feet, close to the TJ Maxx, and then a Boston Market, which is 3,700 square feet. So if you've got anyone looking in Manchester, New Hampshire, let us know. That's all I got.
Hey, everybody. Glad to see everyone. Ricardo Monzon from Linear Retail. Just a few properties to talk about today. So the first one I'm going to talk about is in Smithfield, Rhode Island. It's about 4,100 square feet. It's right off of 295. It's on the corner of Route 5 and Route 44. Nice lighted intersection. It's an old I Love Kickboxing space. We would love more food or fitness there, but service or medical, there's a wide opportunity in that area if you're familiar with it. If not, I'm more than happy to get on the horn and talk with you guys about it. $22 a square foot, 17 triple net, or 7 triple net, sorry. Yeah, we can talk about that. In Newton, we have a 1,300 square foot. It's on a small strip just around the corner from Star Market, if you're familiar with it. It's right on Walnut Street. Mid-50s. Triple nets are about 22. So let me know if you have anybody there. That one's it's a gutted spaces, so it's good to go for most things. And then in Burlington, I know a lot of you are familiar with Mall Road. We're right across the street from the district, the mixed use development, mid-60s, triple nets, 20. 1,300 square feet, and then also available to take back 33-ish hundred square feet from another place that's about to go out from Chesapeake Bank. And yeah, another salon there would actually be amazing just because it's already set up for it. And that's all I have today. Hope everybody's well.
Merms, are you on here? No Merms. What are we gonna do without him? Do we have Maxwell on here? Max? Wow, we're getting ghosted here. All right, Evan, here to close.
All right. Hi, everybody. Evan Eisenhart, Linear Retail Properties. We've got a couple new deals that happened this past month. Westboro, we signed Smile Land Dental. It's a pediatric dental office that's taking over a former Pac Dental at our Westboro location, which is 3,500 square feet. We've got still an end cap available of 3,000 square feet and 2,200 square feet in line available there. Another property, another location that we just did a deal at is North Andover. Bay State Physical Therapy is taking 2,200 square feet. Currently, it's a Yankee Candle. They're vacating at the end of January. Bay State will slide in and take over and probably be open by the summer of next year. That's our second deal with them. They're a great operator in New England, so I highly suggest to chat with them if you're looking for a good operator. We have some additional vacancy in North Andover, and for those of you who don't know, we're on Route 114 in North Andover. Current tenants are Burton's, Pure Bar, Title Boxing, Club Pilates, Chipotle, Be Good. We've got a pretty good roster of tenants there. So new casualties have been Joseph A. Bank and Pier 1, obvious bankruptcies that we've all seen. Joseph A. Bank space is available. We can split that. It's a little over 4,000 square feet. We can subdivide that right down the middle. And then the Pier 1 space, we can subdivide that 3 ways. It's probably likely we're going to be doing subdivisions here. I can create a couple 2,500 square foot spaces and a 5,500 square foot space. We have gone to the town and gotten a blanket waiver for additional food when we leveraged the COVID environment to do that. So we can do more food here where we couldn't before. We've always had the parking. North Andover has been a little stingy with their parking requirements for food and fitness. So we've gotten some waivers there. So if you've got food, we're probably at capacity for fitness. We can do more food, dry goods, service, let me know. Another property we'll talk about is Nashua, Daniel Webster Crossing. As some of you may know, we own about 5 properties on this corner of Daniel Webster and Spitbrook. It's exit 1 it's the first exit off of Route 3 going northbound. So it's right behind the Barnes & Noble space. We're gonna have a few different spaces open up. We have a Joseph A. Bank, which is a little over 4,000 square feet. We're having a T-Mobile come back to us, which is a little over 2,000 square feet. We have a former hair cuttery that's a little over 1,200 square feet. So if you want to get into Nashua, we've got now finally, this is always a very stabilized center. We've got some small shop available. We are restricted for food here due to our Panera lease. So we're primarily looking for non-food uses. We can do another hair. We can do some service. So let us know. Next door to here, we also have 10,000 square feet that we've been marketing for a while, former Mattress Firm box at Daniel Webster Plaza. And then last but not least, Warwick. We own the Trader Joe's Anchored Center on Route 2/1000 Bald Hill Road. I've got 2,422 square feet in line available. It's a former advertising signage type company. They're still present, they're still operating, but we can take the space back. For those of you who don't know, it's the only Trader Joe's Anchored Center in all of Rhode Island, so it's a very high trafficked area. We don't usually have vacancy come up here. So we've got that in line, and I will have a second generation restaurant space come available. Sombrero, that has the pad out front, is going to be leaving us. They've got 2 years left of term, but we have the ability to take the space back. The space is just under 1,600 square feet with a drive-through right up on the road on Bald Hill Road. So if you've got a food, coffee, bank operator that you're looking for, I think those are ideal. Those are the ideal uses for that location. That's all I've got from our portfolio. Michael, we have anybody else talking?
Not that on my radar, but if anyone wants to, Christine wants to chime in.
We need a rebuttal.
Exactly.
All right, Christine, clap back.
Hi, everybody. Christine Cannon from Tuscan Village, Salem. We have some first generation, brand new mixed use development there. I'm sure most of you folks are familiar with it. Enormous 3 million square foot destination driven mixed use operation. There's about 1,400 residential units on site, in addition to about 1 million square feet of office. We're anticipating to have just a really enormous traffic and population, daytime and evening population on site because of just the size and scale of the development. It's located directly off of exit 1, right over the Massachusetts border. And so for any folks that are in the retail game, you understand the value that presents for retailers with the no sales tax advantage. We are Wrapping up leasing on the South Village portion of our site. It's multi-tenanted anchored, LL Bean, Pottery Barn, Williams Sonoma. We've got a 25,000 square foot fitness operator there. We are focusing on some small shop availability that we have, targeting personal services. Nail salon we don't have. We'd love to see a value-oriented hair salon operator. Any other kind of beauty services would be welcomed. We will be shifting gears into the final portion of the development, which is Central Village, and that will be more of our boutique-y, fashion-oriented retail initiative. And so we'll talk more about that next time probably, but right now focused on wrapping up South Village with beauty services, personal services, boutique fitness, anything like that would be a great fit. We could potentially do some more food, small shop food, if that made sense. We just recently signed a deal with a local boutique spin studio, Vibe Co. They're going to take just under 2,000 feet. I think it was 1,900 feet directly with signage, dual signage on Route 28 right there off of the Rockingham Park exit.
Great. Thanks, Christine. Does anybody else have anything they want to add before we wrap this up? No? All right, good. Well, thank you everybody for coming today. We really appreciate it. For those of you who want to stick around to chat or talk about what was spoken about, we'll have this live for a little while. Brandon doesn't mind just hanging on and staring at everybody's lovely faces. And next month, we'll have our November one. We'll probably announce that in a few weeks on the details of that. We've got a holiday that kind of is coming into November, so we may be adjusting the day accordingly, but stay tuned. So thanks everybody for coming. We'll see you next time.